Is that good? Can you see me? Can you see me now? Yeah, yeah. Hot diggity. Hello, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shortie Vaughn, and I couldn't sleep. It's the middle of the night. So you know what? I thought I'd get up. I'm gonna make a sugar-free lemon loaf cake. Yay, hooray. I'm excited about it. Hot diggity, let's get down to it. That's what I gotta say. So you know me. I hate baking, so I'm starting off with one of these zero sugar Pillsbury Moist Supremes. This is classic yellow. They don't have very many flavors. They have basically chocolate and yellow and white, I think. And anyhow, I buy them from Walmart. And when you buy, I think it's a quantity of 6, they come in at about $3.50 per. That's the cheapest that I've been able to find them. I think they're pricey. But I also think that if I went over to Walmart or whatever and tried to find myself something nice, sugar-free kind of a dessert, that I'm going to be spending way more. And honestly, I have been real satisfied with the way that they taste. So, Melissa and Andrew, they have just been clamoring for a dessert. And I want to oblige them. I want to have some myself. Yeah, that's just the way it is. So, we're going to start off with one of these cake mixes. Yay, hooray. And I've got 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. I don't know. I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees. I don't know if necessarily the order in which you add the ingredients to these cakes make a difference. That's probably the reason why I'm not a very good baker, because I just don't have the patience for a whole lot of steps. I have 1/2 cup of lemon juice, and I also have about 2 tablespoons of butter. Yep, absolutely. Just for a little extra decadence in there. And also because I kind of made a little bit of an error. I didn't have a sugar-free vanilla pudding mix, so I ordered one from Albertsons, and somehow I didn't even know this was a thing, that they now have a 1 ounce sugar-free vanilla Jello package. It was supposed to be 3 ounces. Anyhow, so I'm adding the extra butter just for a little extra richness to make up for what we are going to be missing in my super small. I don't even know how many cups of Jello this would make. How many cups of pudding this would make. Two cups cold milk. Okay. So, you know, I guess 4 1/2 cup servings. All right. If you say so, baby. I don't know. Anyhow, we're adding butter. And who can beat it? It'll be fine. Not worried about it one bit. But that sugar-free vanilla pudding will be fabulous. Yay, hooray. So what's new and exciting with y'all? Tell me down below. Do I look taller? I asked this because I got a new pair of Crocs in the mail today. My old ones were worn out. Now I have a lot of Crocs, but my favorite pair of Crocs, pair of black slides. I think they go with everything. I think that they're super comfortable. I always think that a new pair of shoes makes me look taller. You know, like when you're a kid and you think, ooh, watch me run, watch me run. I can run faster because I got new shoes. Well, I knew for sure when I was a kid that a new pair of shoes was not going to make me run faster, not one iota. But I always thought that they make me look taller. Yay, hooray. So shoe shopping has always been an ordeal for me. It is, for me, going shoe shopping is worse than buying a new bathing suit. Anyhow, because when I was a kid, I had difficulty with my feet. And so I always wore brown orthopedic shoes, and I had 2 pairs of shoes. Brown orthopedic shoes and a pair of Mary Janes That was for going to town, going to church, that kind of thing. And then, you know, as soon as we got home, it was back to the brown orthopedic shoes. They were brown. They were like suede. They had real thick soles on them. They looked clunky and gross. And I hated. My feet have never really gotten any better. So I wear a size 4 in kids, but I have a triple E width. So my feet are almost as wide as they are long. Kind of like Fred Flintstone feet. Anyhow, when they came out with Crocs, I thought, oh, this is just the best. Look at this. I can just go to a store. I can buy myself a pair of shoes, and there's no crying involved. Sure, they're not the most stylish shoes in the entire world, but you know, like when I was a young woman, what I would do is I would buy a size 7 in women's, and then I would have to shove tissue paper all the way into the tip of the high heel shoes so that I could wear them so that they would be wide enough, and then you know, I had to walk in a certain way so that they weren't just, I swear that coffee maker is possessed. It makes noise all the time. Anyhow, yeah, so I got myself a new pair of Crocs. Anyhow, I just have struggled and struggled my entire life to find a pair of shoes that are wide enough for my feet. And yeah, I've had this policy. If a pair of shoes isn't wide enough for my feet, then I just won't wear them anymore. And I don't give a hoot about wearing high heels anymore. You can just keep that noise. I don't care. Anyhow, 4 eggs. That's how many eggs this recipe called for. So this is not budget friendly. So I have, let's see, about $4 worth of eggs. We also put in 8 ounces of sour cream, the whole container there. The lemon juice, got those from my lemons. So this is a little pricey. This is probably going to come in around the $8 mark. Oh, I should have got myself a little, there we go, a little towel. So yeah, shoes, size 4 triple E. So I won't wear shoes that hurt anymore. I won't wear high heels. I'm not fooling anybody. It's like, you know, wearing black pants. Are they slimming? Are they not slimming? I don't know. I don't think wear something that's comfortable. Wear something that makes you feel like you're, wear something with elastic waistband if you want. I got elastic waistbands. Anyhow, I won't wear uncomfortable shoes. And my mother absolutely hated Crocs. I hate those shoes. And she would get fighting mad about it. I hate those shoes. Why can't you ever have decent pair of shoes that look at your outfit. You look terrific until you get down to your feet. And then you got those clod hoppers on. Those clod hoppers are fantastic. I can go into any store or online or anywhere that's selling Crocs, and I can come out with a pair of shoes, no tears. I've got all the colors. I've got everything. And I hate those. We're going, on your next day off, we're going to go shoe shopping. We're going to find you something decent to wear. Okay, Mom, whatever. There's no fighting with her. You just went along with whatever it is that she wanted. So I pick her up on a day off, and we go, she wants to go to the Nordstrom's rack. We go to the Nordstrom's rack, and she picks out 20 pairs of shoes. Here, try these on. These are great. These are great. And I can't get my foot into them. I'm like, Mom, size 4, triple E. And she's looking, they don't have those. Like, no, they don't. They don't have those. So we try on 20 pairs of shoes here. We go down to the Famous Footwear, and we try on 20 pairs of shoes there. You know what fit there? Crocs. You know what else fit there? Were a pair of New Balance tennis shoes that were $200. And my mother's like, $200 for a pair of tennis shoes. Those don't look any better than your Crocs. Well, that's what I'm saying here. We go to this store. We go to that store. 8 hours later. my mother finally concedes. Just wear your Crocs. They're ugly. They're ugly as Hades. But they fit, and there are no shoes for you in this town. And yeah, I know, Mom, that's what it is. But my sister has tried too, because again, she doesn't like my shoes. I like Crocs. I like that they fit. I like that my foot has covering on it. They are relatively safe and what have you. Yeah, so I got myself a new pair of Crocs, and I can tell you that today I feel so tall. All right, there we go. Got some stuff in there. Oh, you know what I forgot? Forgot the lemon zest. All right, got a great lemon here. One from my tree. Yay, hooray. My lemons are organic. However, I live in town. We've got pollution. We've got dust. We've got cooties. All kinds of things. So give it a good wash up. Just a little bit of a wash up there. And I just want to add a good amount of lemon zest to this cake. I want it to be good. I want it to be lemony and super delicious. I have a whole bunch of lemons that I need to process, so maybe we'll do that this week. I gotta get my stuff together, man. I gotta get my life together. I got things I gotta do, and the list just keeps getting longer and longer and longer. So here we go. I think that's a good amount of lemon zest. We've got that lemon juice in there too. It'll all be good. Super yummy. So yeah, I got a new pair of Crocs. Those came in the mail. And yeah, we're doing good. There's nothing like a new pair of shoes. Even if they're ugly shoes, there's nothing like a new pair of shoes. And I still love Mary Jane's. Yeah. And Crocs, they have all kinds of shoes. And this is not an advertisement for them, but they've got boots. I've got some Crocs boots. I've got some Crocs, low pumps. Those are my special going out shoes. Weddings, funerals, that kind of thing. So this is a real creamy batter, and it smells absolutely fantastic. So what do we got in here? 1 sugar-free cake mix, yellow, 1 package of, well, don't make my mistake, got the 3-ounce sugar-free Jell-O vanilla pudding. We've got 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1/2 cup of lemon juice, a couple of tablespoons of butter, 8 ounces of sour cream. So there we go. Yay, hooray, it's going to be good. I'm preheating my oven right now to 350 degrees. And there we go. Yeah, so shoes. Shoes have always kind of been a problem my entire life. I'll tell you a little story. Pantyhose have always kind of been a problem my whole entire life too. So I had this boss, and we just hit it off, and I just loved her. She said, "You know what, Shortie Vaughn, I want to take you to dinner." And I said, "Well, that would be lovely. I've never had a boss take me to dinner before." She said, "Well, I'll pick you up, and we're going to go to dinner." And I said, "Okay, fantastic." Anyhow, she pulls up, and I put on a nice, dress, and I've got, back then I wore the high heels, the size 7 pumps, and back then everybody wore a pantyhose. So pantyhose for me, even the smallest size pantyhose, is this much too big. And so what I would do is I would just kind of wind it up at the bottom of my foot and shove it into the tip of my high heels. And if I, that way I didn't always need to shove it full of, Kleenex or what have you. So, yeah, I had this much, too much pantyhose at the bottom of my leg. But you know, if I just wound it up and shoved it in there and didn't take my shoes off, then we were okay, no problem. You know, most people never even would know the difference until I got home and then kicked my shoes off and walked around the house with like big floppy pantyhose at the end of my foot. We had Andrew, it amused Andrew anyhow. So she picks me up and I ask her, well, we're going to go to dinner. She says, well, we're going to go have Japanese food. And I said, oh, well, I've never had Japanese food. Well, you're going to love it. And I said, okay, well, you know, I'm an adventurous eater. I'm up for anything. And so we go to a really nice area in Phoenix, you know, Biltmore Fashion Park, and we're going to have Japanese food. We get out and we go inside, and it's beautiful inside this restaurant. Every table is like a little pagoda, and so cute, and they have low tables with these great big like cushions, and everybody's sitting on the floor and what have you. Anyhow, the hostess meets us and she's very lovely and she shows us to our pagoda, and it's kind of like a little bit elevated, and then and you take your shoes off. Anyhow, my boss Debbie, she takes her shoes off and she climbs up into this pagoda and she sits there and she's on her big cushion and everything. She's like, come on, take your shoes off and get up on here with me. I can't take my shoes off. She's like, Shortie Von, you have got to take your shoes off. It's, you know, a Japanese custom to take your shoes off when you know, come inside. I'm like, I understand that it is a Japanese custom, but I'm telling you right now, I cannot take my shoes off. Yeah, we've got a situation that most people are not going to understand here, Debbie. You're embarrassing me. Just whatever it is, it'll be all right. Take your shoes off and get up here into this table. And I'm just mortified, and I don't know what to do. And she's kind of losing her patience with me. All right, well, whatever. You know, we came for dinner, and if I had known this, I would have planned ahead, not worn any pantyhose. And I'm trying to think about, like, can I get to the restroom and get these pantyhose off? And she's losing her patience. Anyhow, so I'm like, okay, well, here we go. That's just the way it's going to be. So I just take my shoes off, and, you know, like this much extra pantyhose comes flying out from my shoes. And she's laughing so hard. What in the world kind of a mess have you got going on here? And I explained to her, listen, even though I'm buying the size small petite pantyhose, they're still this much too long for my legs. And so, you know, I'm too big for the kid size, but not tall enough for the adult size. And so I just wind them up and shove them into the tip of my pumps, and nobody usually knows the wiser. And if I had known that we were coming for Japanese food, if I had known that I was going to have to take my shoes off, well, then I would not have worn this dress, and I sure as shooting would not have worn these pantyhose. I probably would have just chosen, you know, a pair of slacks, and that would have been fine. Anyhow, yeah. So, you know, I love Japanese food, but yeah, I don't wear dresses and pantyhose if I go out for Japanese food. Learned my lesson the hard way there, baby. Prepare. Lord have mercy. You are fine. Yeah, you're a baby. Go get back in your bed and go night-night. Okay, so the cat is having some kind of a cat fight in the front yard or something like that. And then Hazel heard it because it's nice. And we have all of our... Thank you. From the peanut gallery. We have all of our windows open. And so she came out to bark at the cats. And, well, it's just real life, people. I'm a hot mess. Anyhow, I've just prepared these 2 loaf pans. There we go. With a little bit of baking spray and a little bit of parchment paper because I'm all out of butter wrappers. And well, I need to re-up on them, so we're gonna have to get some butter going around here. I don't really know how much of this batter, if one is going to fill up the entire. I don't want it to overflow. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to be fine. So I might not need the other loaf pan. Okay, I think we're going to be okay. And it's a very thick batter, but it smells fantastic. Yay, hooray. Okay. Get myself a little spoon here because I don't want to miss any bits. Anyhow, yeah, Japanese restaurant. Yeah, my pantyhose did not fit well. And it was either tuck them into the bottom of my shoes, or I would have to like almost pull them up to my chin to get them to stay on. And after years of practicing, rolling them up into my shoes was a lot more convenient than trying to roll them up all day long and, you know, keep them where they were supposed to go. And now, I went to try to find a pair of pantyhose at the grocery store the other day, and they only had 2 pairs, and they were mediums, and they only had a pair of black ones and a pair of suntan, and I wasn't going to wear them, but I needed them for a gardening project because a lot of times I like to use pantyhose or knee highs if I'm going to be staking a delicate plant, because those pantyhose have the lycra in them and have enough give so that you can stake a plant very easily with them. So that's what I was looking for, but ended up at the Dollar Tree where I found a whole box of knee highs, and that was great. So that worked out fine. I don't know, there's like 6 pairs in there for $1.25. And like I said, I'm not that concerned about the quality of them because I'm not going to be wearing them on the regular. Well, I think this 1 loaf pan is going to be just fine. Fantastic. I'm going to get that into all of the corners. Get that spread out as evenly as humanly possible. I felt really bad because my friend Kim came over today. And she came over and we said howdy, and I did not have a baked good for her, so I had to offer her, you know, a biscotti. Not a homemade one either, like one from a box, and she just kind of looked at me. But the coffee's fresh brewed. Anyhow, I think this looks fantastic, smells even better. This is going to cook for about 50 minutes at 350 degrees, and I'll bring you back. Show you what I end up with. Fingers crossed it turns out. Yay, hooray. Yeah, bathing suit shopping. Well, that's not a pretty picture either, let me tell you. So, it's a weird kind of a body. And when, all I have to say is thank goodness for like a tankini. Now, it still doesn't look good. But when I would buy a one-piece bathing suit, like the struggle would be like the, you know, like the crotch portion is all the way down to my knees, and then the top portion was just not in the right, nothing was in the right spot. It was bad. It's bad. Thank goodness for the tankini, so I can get a correct size top, and then I can buy myself a pair of bottoms and mash the two together and at least cover up all of my bits, you know, that and a lovely cover up, and I'm in like Flynn. I'm ready for prime time. Well, you know, maybe good enough. It's a challenge. This body is a challenge every single day. I am grateful for a vessel to walk this earth in. But, yeah, if it's a challenge. It's a challenge. But everybody's got a challenge. You know, some people are too tall. Some people are too short. Some people are too wide. And some people are too thin. And, you know, I'm grateful for legs. I just wish They were 6 inches taller. If I could have just made it, you know, to 4'11", I would just be thrilled. I'd be, yeah, I think that's super tall. Anyhow, each to their own. You know, we all got to do what we got to do. We're all just getting by the best that we can. But, yeah, pantyhose. I'm glad that they've gone out of fashion. And, yeah, I just got white legs, and I'm not worried about it. And they are really white right now, too. I had shorts on the other day because it was like 88 degrees here. And they were, my legs were so white, they glowed in the dark a little bit. My cake came out of the pan and the oven beautifully. Came clean with the toothpick test. Yay, hooray. And I've set up my menopause fan here to cool my cake rapidly because wouldn't you know it, now I feel like I can go back to bed. So I want to get this delicious and cooled so that I can put the glaze on top and get this ready. You know, I don't know how Melissa sleeps through all this. Her room is on the other side of this wall, and she sleeps, you know, the sleep of the righteous because she doesn't hear or smell anything. Andrew was just out here, and he said, "Oh, it smells so good." I said, "I know." He said, "Lemon?" I said, "Yes, baby, it's lemon." It's hot diggity. That's what I say. Anyhow, while he was out here, I asked him if he would put the clothes from the washer into the dryer for me so I didn't have to use the tongs because I'm winding down now. So, yeah, he put the clothes into the dryer for me, and that was lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and make the glaze for this lemon loaf. I'm super excited about it. So I have about 1 cup here of no sugar confection sugar. It's from Swerve, and it's not terribly inexpensive, but less expensive at the Winco. So yay, hooray for that. I also have about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and I'm going to make my glaze with that, and I'm going to only pour about 1 tablespoon in and see how far we get with that. If we need more, if we need less, because I do want a pretty thick glaze on this. And I can always add more, but it's a booger to take it out. Then I'm doing the add a teaspoon, add a tablespoon, back and forth, and it's a hot mess. So actually, it's pretty darn thick and kind of lumpy. So I'm going to put just a splish splash in and just keep on going. So yeah, he was a good doobie. He put the clothes into the dryer for me. And normally I hang my clothes out to dry, but this is a load of black colored clothes. And because Hazel is a black and white dog, and she loses a little bit of hair when we're having, you know, puppy play time. Anyhow, pardon me. I like my black clothes to go into the dryer so that they get all the fur and whatever else. No fuzzies. And anyhow, so he did that. He's a good doobie. Okay, that is a really good consistency. I'm very pleased with that. That's going to be very nice. And I'm going to leave it here on the counter. This has probably got about 10, 20 more minutes to go. Alrighty, well that's pretty much cool. I think it's ready for prime time. Yay, hooray. Let's go ahead and get this glaze on here. All yummy and delicious. And I like this glaze because I did not use milk. So I'm not worried one bit about it setting on the countertop for however long it takes us to go through it. So that's fabulous. There we go. Yeah, Melissa, I checked on her. She's just back there snoozing along. Just completely oblivious to everything going on in here. I guess that's a good thing. Bless her heart. She doesn't move when she sleeps. She sleeps with her hands crossed over herself. Now, she's always done this, even when we were kids. She sleeps with her hands crossed over her chest and on her back, and she barely breathes. And she used to scare my mother to death. I don't know if she's alive in there or not. She's alive. She's fine. Go in there. Go in there, Tanya. Go in there, Tanya, and look at your sister and see if she's okay. She don't look all right. And then, you know, when she got to be a teenager, now teenagers sleep all the time. Well, that was it. I mean, she scared the booger out of my mama. All right. Think that looks fantastic. Yay, hooray. Got that all covered. You want to do a fancy little pattern, maybe you just go for it. Have at it. But that's going to work for me. All right. I think that looks delicious. Looks good enough to eat. Yippee, skippy, yay, hooray. I'm going back to bed. Anyhow, I love y'all. Big old smooches. Huge squeeze-a-ronies. Be good, be careful. Look both ways. Have a great day. See you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. Bye now.
Ooh. Ah.